friends, I am Dr. Sadeep. In my channel, I will be uploading videos concerning practical application of homeopathy and how to practice homeopathy in a classical way to get the proper results. So I have already done so many videos on this topic, friends. If you are interested, please visit my channel and see those videos. So today's subject is scope of homeopathy. So this is one of the important questions we usually ask and we usually search for in our homeopathic system of medicine, and we answer this question in our exams also. And many a times we feel that we have been restricted by our potentials. So what is the scope of homeopathy, so that how we can practice the homeopathy in its fullest capacity? That is to say, what are the diseases we can treat and we can confidently totally cure the disease, and we can relieve the humanity. So first of all the homeopaths are concentrating in only single direction. That is to say, they are more focused on skin, thyroid, or some of the single individualistic diseases. But homeopathy in itself, it's a full science to treat the human mind, body and soul, that is spirit. So we have a very good scope to treat body diseases, mind diseases and spiritual diseases. So I will be explaining one by one how this scope of homeopathy can be built, and we have a very good scope in almost 80 to 90% of diseases of the humanity. So first of all, in homeopathy, as Dr. Hahnemann says, we are capable of treating all dynamical diseases. Whichever the diseases which are dynamical, which are internally originated, are dynamical nature. Wherever the spiritual force is disturbed, wherever the mind is disturbed, we have a very good scope to neutralize, to very good scope to make the body functions in a proper way. So we have a scope to treat all these metabolic disorders, all these mind disorders, all these spiritual disorders. So we have a very big scope to treat the wide variety of patients. So dynamical diseases is one, acute and chronic diseases is another. Another is metabolic disorders, deficiency disorders. So these are all the things you must consider, and you can have a good homeopathic practice so that it has a multi-dimensional approach to treat the patients. So here we don't treat only a single part of the human being. We treat the human being in his totality. So whenever there is a disturbance in the mind, body and the spirit, there is a possibility that we can correct all the three levels of the human being, that is to say patient. So we have a scope in the physical sphere, we have a scope in the mental sphere, and we have a scope in the spiritual sphere also. So mind, body and spirit is disturbed in a patient, in a sick human being. So we must focus to it, that so that we will be in a capacity to understand the source, understand the cause of the disease, so that we can treat the disease in the body, in the mind and in the spirit. So if you come to the spiritual aspect, there are many forces which disturbs the humanity. That is to say, unknown, unseen forces. That is called as imponderabilia. So these are the medicines we usually use in our homeopathic science. So imponderabilia is a unknown force which affects the human spirit and produces the symptoms in the human body, and it disturbs the total economy of the person or the patient. So this is the whole aspect you must be aware of. Homeopathic physician should be aware of what is his scope, what is his limitations. So we usually talk of the limitations, we usually talk of the negations, we usually talk of the negativity of the homeopathy, but positivity of the homeopathy or the scope of the homeopathy is not been so much enlightened or so much been talked, discussed, and it has been not approached in a proper way according to me, because our science is very dynamical, our science is the very superior science, but the thing is it is not been properly taught in our institutions. Due to that reason our scope is being limited, our scope has been limited, and we have started talking about the limitations of the homeopathy. So we have a very big scope to treat the mind, body and spiritual aspects. So one homeopathic physician who is much aware of the science, much aware of the principles, much aware of the totality of the homeopathy, he will be more capable of finding himself in a very good situation to treat all the mind, body and spiritual diseases in the humanity. Homeopathy is the only science which approaches in the all dimensional of the life. That is to say, human lives in the body, human lives in the mind, human lives in the spirit. So mind, body, spirit aspects are totally treated only by homeopathy. So this has the very good scope. So the students, the medicos and the teaching faculty should more focus on the scope of homeopathy than limitations of homeopathy. So we have a few limitations, we agree. We must focus on the positive side of the picture than to focus on the negativity of the picture. Negativity is always there, but if you focus on the negativity, the energy will be taken towards the negative point. So we must focus on the positivity of our science, so that we have a very big scope in the society to treat the society, to treat the humanity, to make the human body, mind and spirit healthy, and to achieve his total destiny, to achieve his goals, to achieve his life purpose. So this is all about the homeopathic scope, friends. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe our channel, and please send this video to your medicos, to medico graduate, to the homeopathic graduates, medicos and teaching faculty. This is all today, friends. Thank you and take care.